Welcome back to the channel. Jason here, EXP. Today, going to look at the top neighborhoods in Aurora. Go through them a little differently as far as really what qualifies, different categories or groups of people and what they may prefer. And I'll end with my favorite. Also have another sneak peek for you. See you on the other side. Again, thank you for subscribing to the channel and getting alerted of my videos. If you aren't subscribed or get an alert, definitely click below. Make sure you set that up for my weekly videos. Today we're going to dig into the top neighborhoods, kind of by client focus of what I've experienced, what I've looked for, what I've seen, gotten great feedback for. So as you see, you have the map here of Aurora. First category I want to talk about is very popular with the call them the active adult community. It's a gated community, has a golf course. You can drive your golf carts around all over it. The clubhouse they have is excellent. We actually use it for other events. They rent it out, but the facilities are great. It is started out at 55 and older. Now it's 45 and older. They do allow adult children to live with you, but it's highly encouraged. No kids to have it. Keep that active adult. But they have everything you need from an active adult perspective. And as I zoom in here, I focus in on it's this Heritage Eagle Bend area. I've talked about it in other videos, but it's a great facility, very well run. Due to that, the HOAs are a little bit higher, but you get what you pay for. Again, the facilities, the golf club here is excellent. They have the pool, in really everything you need from an active adult perspective. Driving range is over here, but it's a great community. The majority of the homes here are single family home ranches. They do have duplexes, again, that are mostly ranches. They do have a small selection of two-story homes, but again, the majority focused on that active adult. They are ranches. Other neighborhoods have come in, or other developers have come in and tried to, pick up on the popularity of this. As you see down south of it, you have the Inspiration. Inspiration is a 55 and older community. It is not gated. You can get access to the golf course, but you pay extra because you're not living in the community. But again, Heritage Eagle Bend tops the list for any active adult community in Aurora. As you can see, it is in the southeast part of Aurora. Access to anything and everything you need. Super Target across the street. Some good dining options right here. If you want to get in everything you can do, the Southland Shopping Mall is just to the north, right up in here. So you just go up this Aurora Parkway. 5 minutes, you're there. The airport, you go up 470. It's about 20 minutes away. You get out to the airport there. It's again a great community. Who knows? I may end up there when I get the kids out of the house. Secondly, if fairly similar to this, it's not age restricted. Just to the east is Blackstone. Again, has the golf course in there. You can tell I'm a fan of golf, but this is another great golf course. Their clubhouse, country club, is second to none. They have a great restaurant in there. See the tennis pool, driving range out the back. The view out this clubhouse is just spectacular. You can see over the top of all of this, actually all the way to the mountains, because it's kind of built up a little bit. And they have a couple different varieties of builders in here. The traditional single family home is all throughout it, but they have different sizes. little smaller, out to the southeast. Um, Kind of the main build through the middle of it, and then there's spattered some custom homes with some bigger lots throughout here as well. And there actually are still building in there. This map's a little dated. All this corner down here is all built out, but there is some of these internal lots, the custom homes that are still being built out. So if that's something that you're interested in, we can jump on that. The big thing here is this is also in the Cherry Creek School District. So those with families and kids, you really want to focus on, again, my assumption is you'd focus on the school district and the rating of the schools. The Cherry Creek High Schools is very highly rated. You have Grandview High School over here, Cherry Creek Trails High School here. To the north, you get into Eagle Crest High School. Going west and north, Smoky Hill High School out here. You have Overland is one of the more northern ones. Right in, I left right in here is Overland. That's actually where I went to high school. I lived over here in Peoria Park. And then the third neighborhood that's really grown in popularity, not necessarily golf or anything specific, but this whole South Shore. It's past the Southlands Mall. All out here you have Wheatlands, you got South Shore, out past the Cherry Creek Trails High School. All of this is now been developed. They are still building new homes out here, getting the 700s up to over $1 million. Have some $1 million homes with some views here along the reservoir. As I've talked about before, this reservoir is the one that no motorized boats. You can do everything else: paddleboarding, sails, small sails, fishing, swimming. They have a swim beach right in here with your snacks. There's a bike path that goes all the way around it. I think it's just over 8 miles around it. But all of this area, they have some award-winning rec centers in here that you can belong to. Depending on the neighborhood you're in, you may, by default through your HOA, belong to them or not. They have a fantastic couple YMCAs now back in there. But this is very, very popular. Probably tops a lot of people's list of wanting to be out here. I'd say the only kind of downfall is how far it away is from Denver. If you work, Denver Tech Center. Denver Tech Center is over here. Downtown Denver's up here. So you do have a ways to go to get from there. But otherwise, everything's out here. There isn't much you have to do to get to where you need to get to. With C470, you get to the mountains, get to the airport. Smoky Hill, Arapahoe Road are big roads to just go straight east. But again, this is probably more often than not, I would say 5 out of the 10 clients that I help, we look at homes out here. Whether they end up buying them or not, is a different story. But it's always on the list to check out some homes in this area. So if anything would be number one, I would say out here. And big selling point is it's a Cherry Creek School District. You have your high school and middle school right here, the Cherry Creek Trail, and Fox Ridge is the elementary school. I actually just looked at a house right here, just south of the high school. But again, extremely popular area. There's paths all over the place to get wherever you need to go, walking, biking. But for anybody that's active, it's always something that people want to check out. Here's one of their really nice clubhouses with the pool that overlooks the reservoir. But yeah, South Shore is top of a lot of people's lists. A lot of clients that I help and talk to, we venture out there to take a look at it. And then for my number one, the one I mentioned before, a little bit of a surprise, is where we live. One of the big reasons we picked Tuscany is because because of this elementary school right here. Rolling Hills was very highly rated. All our kids went through it. great teachers, great involvement, community involvement, very much supported. We have our own pool, tennis courts, pickleball courts now, which is awesome. But that was pretty much the sole reason we bought in here. We had two small kids at the time. I've had two more, but they've all gone through rolling hills, and walked to the school. All gone through Falcon Creek, and have one left at Grandview. Is going to be a senior. I can't believe it. Crow holds so fast. But those are all my tops. The other one point to mention, I made a little reference to it, is the one by Overland. Also the one by, I've mentioned Shenandoah before, by Smoky Hill. This is a gated community. Almost every home in here is custom home. You're approaching over 700,000, up into the millions. They do have their own little pond, own little tennis courts, pickleball courts, little pool. But it is gated, only one way in and out, right here off of Smoky Hill Road. And last but not least, for a honorable mention, is when we moved to Colorado, when I was really young, we actually lived in Pierpoint, which is off Parker Road right here. Interesting thing about Parker Road is basically 7 neighborhoods in one, 7 different types of housing communities. And then we moved over to Peoria Park. So this neighborhood right here, again, it was a great place to move. We lived on Oakland Street. I could walk to Overland High School. We moved there my freshman year in high school and finished high school there. But here's, great community, no HOA, very well cared for. People take pride in the ownership of their homes. And my parents lived there all the way through my little brother finishing school. So there's my top mentions. As we've gone through before, there's hundreds of neighborhoods within Aurora's boundaries, all with their uniquenesses and criteria. So, the bottom line underlines all this stuff is, what are you looking for? That's the most important. We want to make sure we're hitting your qualifications. What do you like, dislike about where you currently live? What, do you have to have in your current home? What are things you may take, may not take? New to the Denver, Aurora area, I'm here to walk you through whatever you need. I love having these upfront conversations and, looking to speak with you. Again, my number, you can call or text me, or get on my calendar, my calendar. We can book a call to go through any of this stuff. Would love to meet you. Love to talk with you. And happy 4th. Be safe.